Your dreams were your ticket out. Welcome back to that same old place that you laughed about. Well, the names have all changed since you hung around, but those dreams have remained and they've turned around. Who'd have thought they'd lead you? Who'd have thought they'd lead you? Back here where we need you. Back here where we need you. Yeah, the tease him a lot, cause we got him on the spot. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back.
Welcome back. Stretch. Okay. All right. So, welcome to round 2 of untilit.works, the second cipher of the day. Untilit.works is a thing that I created mostly for myself to be able to work on projects that I've been meaning to work on. I have a lot of different ideas and I want to get them done. So, I'm the type of person, if I don't make time, I will never find time. So by creating untilit.works, it gives me like a reason to be by a computer to do like these quick live streams so that I can, have that time set aside to be like, oh, well, I'm not doing these quick live streams. Let me work on something. Then come back and take a break. So that's how untilit.works works. It consists of ciphers, and a cipher is a 3-hour block of time. And within each cipher, there are sessions. There's a work session and a break session. Work sessions, like I said, are just 45 minutes, heads down, working on what you're working on, trying to make some progress, or trying to figure out a bug, which is my case right now. Then, 15 minutes after the hour, around that time, I'll pop up here to be like, hey, it's time to take a break. Let your mind relax from what you're just doing. You can sit here and watch me talk about something I found interesting on the internet, or maybe you can get up, walk around, drink some water, do what you got to do, but let your mind kind of not think about a thing that you were just focusing on. Cool. Then, like I said, I'll pop up here in the video to kind of like take over your whole screen. And if you ever come to the site and we're in the middle of a break session, the browser may look like it's frozen. And that's because browsers don't allow for autoplay video with audio. That's why the little notice there that says you may need to click play to start the stream. Next to that is a button. So if you click that open close caption button, what happens, a space will open up. I'm using the speech recognition API that's built into Chrome browsers to turn my speech into text, and hopefully it's accurately placed inside of that space that opens up. Then there's 2 other buttons. It's basically broken. I need to fix it. Something on the back end with like another third party that doesn't work, and I need to track that down. So we'll skip that. If you want to join the chat room, there's a button that works. If you would like to join and ask questions or chat, you can do that there. Cool. Oh, and there's a countdown timer counting when the next work session starts. All right, now let's talk about work sessions. Now, work sessions, again, are for like 45 minutes, heads down, working on what you're working on, trying to make some progress, right? So let me share my screen. So work session screen looks something similar to this. Previously, there was a image, like a nature image I would randomly be selected, but the service I was using for that went out of business. So it's just black now, from what I understand. And so I'm going to build something similar, but it's going to be pictures that I take on trips. So I'm building that out eventually. So working on that. Speaking of trips, I got a trip coming up. So the next 3 weeks, for the rest of May, basically, there won't be any more ciphers. So check out where it says subscribe, like you see on the upper right-hand corner. That has a list of all the upcoming ciphers. You can subscribe to get notified when we go live. All right, cool. On the other side, there's a Bandcamp player. Something happened and it's broken. So it was working. I'm not sure what happened. I'm going to create my own thing eventually. Towards the center, we have a to-do section. You type in where it says add a task. You type in your task. Hit enter or the plus button, and it'll add it to the list of tasks. You can click the text to edit the task. You can click X to delete it, and then you can mark it done by clicking the checkbox. Now, when you mark it done, it goes under the done section. And then if you click the header done, it'll show you all the things you got completed. If you click that Twitter icon, it'll open up Twitter, and it will pre-populate a tweet with all the things that you got completed with a nice check mark next to them. For me, it makes me feel good, got some stuff done today. Even if I don't get to it anything to the week, at least I know I got made some progress, at least. All right, cool. countdown timer to the right column there, that counting down to when the next break session happens. View tutorials. So if you're brand new to coding, but you keep hearing, hey, this web development thing seems cool, but you don't know where to start. Well, I have links to Free Code Camp and the Odin Project. And from what I've seen from the curriculum, what people have told me, I think if you complete those, you'll have a good understanding of what it takes to do web development. And then from there, you can make a decision on whether or not you want to spend more time and or money in pursuing it. So there's that for you. Cool. Also, I have 3 tutorials. So if you're already into like web development and you're looking for like a quick project to maybe, get the juices going, so you maybe like build upon them, I have 3 tutorials. I'm a JavaScript developer advocate at Vonage, and part of my responsibilities are to look over tutorials. And so I have tutorials there that, one, after following the tutorial, you create this application where it has an input box and a button. You put in your real world phone number into the input box, hit the button, press the button, and your real world phone will ring, and you'll be able to have a conversation back and forth. Then I have one that's the opposite, where you get a virtual number from your real world phone. You call that virtual number, and the application you create, you'll be able to answer the call and have a conversation back and forth. Then there's one where 2 users like log in to an application, and one can call the other through the browser and have a conversation back and forth. I think it's pretty cool. So those are there. Hako, we'll come back to show and tell sign up. If you want to come up here and talk about something you found interesting on the internet, feel free to do so. Show and tell sign up will walk you through that process. All right, Hako. And then the highlights thing, that's broken again. That has to do with the highlight clips. I'm working on it. So Hako stands for Help a Coder / Creator Out. It's a thing that I made that if you ever get stuck and want like some feedback or want to get some help, you can create a Hako, which is a room that then you can invite people into, and then hopefully together you'll be able to get the answer or the feedback that you're looking for. So if you click View Hako, where's the mouse? There we go. If you were to click View Hako, it'll show you all the different Hakos that have been created. You can click the creator's name to either open up Twitter or GitHub, depending on what they logged in with. And then from there, you can decide whether or not you'd like to request to join. There's also a filter list by different keywords, so you can narrow it down to whatever you like. Cool. When you create a Hako, you present it with a form. You put in your title and 3 keywords. You hit create. It generates a unique URL. You can copy the URL and you can click to share to Twitter. All right. Now, when you join your Hako, it'll look something like this. You have the title at the top. Over the right-hand side, you can leave the Hako. You can open the menu for some more options. We have a text chat here on the right side. On the left side, there is a countdown timer, countdown when the next break session starts. Again, 15 minutes after the hour. You can copy the URL. You can click to share to Twitter again. Now, when someone clicks your link, they just don't join your room automatically. They actually want a request to join the room. So they'll show up under pending. You'll be able to click the user name to either open up Twitter or GitHub, again, depending on what they logged in with. And then from there, you can decide by looking at their profile whether or not you want to let that person into your room. And so you can approve or deny them. Now, if you do approve them and they turn out to be a terrible person, you can always ban them. Now, you as the owner of the Hako, only you can share your screen. And again, the whole point of the Hako is for you to be able to get help or feedback on a thing that you're working on. And I think by being able to show your screen, you can provide the context for everyone else to be able to get you that help or feedback that you're looking for. So I think by sharing a screen, this could be like a big help. Now, the way you communicate to the Hako, like I mentioned, there's a text chat. Putting your message here toward the bottom, hit send, and add it to the list of messages. I also add the ability to enable audio chat. So anybody who has their audio chat enabled will be able to speak to and hear each other. But don't worry for the folks who don't have the audio chat enabled. They'll still be able to follow along because what people are saying will be turned into text and put into the text chat. All right. Now, I also add the ability to do the opposite, where you enable text to speech. So if you're not looking at the text chat and you still want to follow along, you can turn on enable text to speech, and any messages put into the text chat will be read out aloud by your browser. Yeah, I think that's it. Then you can check out all the different Hakos again that have been created. And yeah, that'll be it. Cool. Let me stop sharing my screen. Because, all right, so my plan of action now is I do not know why this thing is now I'm getting that the token is invalid. And because before it was a session timed out or something. now I'm getting token is invalid. And I changed some things because I was thinking maybe the user, which has a time to live of like a day, right? The user itself of the application, because it's nothing that's going to be like long term, right? So like the user is only going to be around for like a day. What I thought would happen, I still have to verify this. I thought that user would like go away, not become like inactive. You know what I'm saying? So I thought they would be deleted. Now I'm thinking maybe they're inactive. So I was reusing the username because again, I was thinking it would be deleted, but I'm thinking if the person is inactive, if I create a token for them and they're inactive, well, then that will provide a invalid token, I would think, right? Because they're no longer active. So it's like, well, why would they have a token? I think. I am not sure. So I have another application that's like separate, totally separate. And so I'm going to generate some stuff with that, plug it into my application, current one, and see if that will work. So I'm not sure, but we'll see. The joys of coding. So I'm gonna get y'all back to work, and because you know what I'm about to go and do. So send you off with some traveling music. When we come back, we'll talk about something I found interesting on the internet. Or of course, you can come here and talk about something you found interesting on the internet. But till then, I wish you much productivity, and thanks for hanging out. I'm gonna send you on your way with some theme music, some traveling music. So this right here is Anthony Cruz, aka A Butter. Track's called Thank You. All right. Catch you around. Y'all be easy. And thanks again. Peace.
I want to say thank you for holding on. When a brother was down and out, now I feel so strong. And I want to say thank you for being there. When the brother had nowhere to turn to, you were there. And I feel like, hell. And everybody says, hell. We spread love like, hell. I want to say thank you for holding on. When a brother was down and out, now I feel so strong.